In this video, you'll learn how to change the time signature, key signature, and tempo for a score or parts of a score. We'll also discuss instruments and playback. First, let's look at how to change the time signature by opening a new score. By default, a new score in Noteflight is in 4/4 time. Change this by pressing the Staff Change Time Signature option from the menu bar. When nothing is selected, a time signature change will affect the whole piece. With this dialog box, you can easily choose how many beats per measure you want and what the value of each beat should be. Let's change the time signature of our whole piece to 3/4. You can also change the time signature of part of a piece by selecting the measures you want and using the same menu option. Here, we can select a part of the score and change the time signature. We can also do this after notes are added, again by selecting whatever we want to change and using the same option from the menu bar. In Noteflight's editor, pickups are seen as a special case of a changed time signature. Let's say I want to create a pickup at the beginning of the piece. After adding a new measure before the first measure, I'll go once again to Staff Change Time Signature and click on the Pickup option. A pickup can have any number of beats, but this will not be indicated in the score as an explicit time change. Changing the key signature of a piece works much like changing its time signature. The default is to change the key signature of the entire piece. Let's go to Staff Change Key Signature from the drop-down menu. The Key Signature dialog offers options for all 12 keys, as well as an option for atonal music. As with time signatures, we may change the key signature of part of a score by selecting the measures we want to change and then using the same drop-down menu option. When you open a new score, Noteflight defaults to a tempo of 120 beats per minute, denoted with quarter note equals 120 at the top of your score. Much like key and time signatures, you can choose to change the tempo of either an entire piece or a selected range of measures. To change the tempo, use the controls at the bottom of the screen. If you click on the quarter note, a menu will open where you can choose which note duration gets the beat. To the right of the equal sign, you can either type in a new number or use the buttons provided. Finally, the slider to the right of this allows you to change playback speed without changing the notated tempo of the piece. You can play back a score using the play button at the bottom of the editor, or by clicking play above the first measure. Start playback at any measure by clicking the play button above it. You can change the sound of your playback by changing the instrumentation of your score. To change a staff's instrument, select the staff and go to the Staff Change Instrument in the drop-down menu. Note that with Noteflight Crescendo, you have a choice of over 50 high-quality instruments. Let's change our score so that the treble line is a clarinet and the bass line is a cello. Notice how, even though the top voice is now a clarinet, it still looks the same on the editor. This is because the concert pitch option at the bottom of the screen is checked. When you uncheck this box, you can see the part as a clarinetist would read it. Notice how the key signature of the clarinet part changes when the concert pitch option is unchecked. Now, when we play back, we hear a clarinet and a cello as the playback instruments. For more information on all of Noteflight's features, check out the online user guide. Thanks for watching!